Alright, well, we done did that. And I would like to go down to my... Let's talk to Presley first while we're here.
Yes, Commander?
You got anything else? Oh, no, I don't really care.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I care about your prejudice about aliens on the ship. Point defense systems. There we go. Get a little codex XP and things. Heat load monitor. There we go. Another heat load monitor. Joker, you got anything for me, dude?
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Well, I'm glad someone's thinking. What's the status report?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Yeah, lucky for me. I just want to talk.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I didn't mean to insult you, dude.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Let me guess. How'd you get your nickname?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Yeah, right.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you unhappy?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the
I don't know.
I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
All right there, dude. You have fun up here by yourself.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
All right, see ya. Love that. Look outside. Gunnery station. Okay. Little bits of Codex and XP here. You know what we haven't done? We haven't gone to, since I'm now the captain of this ship, we have not gone to my captain's quarters. Which I actually forget where they're at. I think this is my ready room over here, right? I believe. No, it's just steps down. I don't know. I think it's on this level. I think. This is not, this is not my room, is it? Is this my room? This might be. See, I'm used to, I remember the one on the captain's quarters on this, in Mass Effect 2's Normandy were really swank. In fact, they had like a fish tank in there and everything else. It was really cool. Kaiden, how you doing, man? I haven't had you on a mission in a while.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I'm listening.
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. but we can't get backup from the council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I hear you.
The council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
An old-fashioned view.
well, you're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Or maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
That's totally fine.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results.
Witcher school.
Accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
What's the survival rate?
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on jump 0. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Sounds rough. Go on.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I want to know my crew.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
To some degree.
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But
Yeah.
I'd like that.
Yeah. Sorry, dude, but you're gonna get a giant case of space blue balls, because I got my eyes set on a blue Asari we're gonna pick up in our next mission here. Okay. All that. Anything else down here for some random XP? No rando XP. I already got the rando XP down there. Okay. Oh, let's replenish our metagel while we're here. Chakwas, Doctor, tell me some stuff.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Personal questions?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Any regrets?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth.
I already talked to her about
But there's
this.
something special about working on soldiers.
Yeah,
If I
I
left
already
the
did
Alliance
talk
now,
to her
I'd
about
feel
this.
Like I was abandoning them.
Alright, so we can't
go.
unlock her
Goodbye,
stuff
Commander.
yet. At some point I think it's in this game, at some point we get her nice and liquored up and she spills the beans on all kinds of interesting stuff. I don't remember if it's this game or the second game. But I think that unlocks a little bit later. I think it unlocks after we get Liara. Yeah, you know, I don't have that must be my cabin there. I don't remember now. Let's go down to the engineering deck. We gotta talk to Chief Engineer, we gotta talk to Tally, we gotta talk to Garrus and Rex. I want to keep the NPC conversations going so that we can unlock their like special quests and stuff. Rex, how you doing?
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yes, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You know him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Fair enough.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
So Saren recruited you.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What was he doing?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's it?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
I see.
So long, Rex.
I have no follow-up to that. I'm just going to say, see ya. Okay. Oh, Ashley. I forgot you're down here.
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
Of course.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
What do you mean?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust aliens?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
We need allies, Ashley.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Not necessarily.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Why do you feel that?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
You have to work with aliens.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Thanks.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
I'm actually kind of glad that she only... Well, she actually is in Mass Effect 2, but her character arc is different there. Like, she actually does grow a bunch. Because right now, she's really... I mean, I got Navigator Presley up there, who's just full-on anti-alien, and I got her, like... We don't need these people that I'm standing 5 feet from. Like, shh. Listen. Listen. We need these people.
Commander, how are you?
Garrus, how are you in CSEC?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Such as?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Boy, it's you know, it's a shame because in like his voiceover track in this game, at least down in this area, is really low, lot lower than the other voice actors, but he's like so good. And luckily they fixed it for the next game, but it's like it's noticeably, you can barely hear him. Even I can barely hear him, and I got the volume up. I can understand. Well, really?
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
A Spectre?
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I see.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Not true.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
That's what I'm here for, giving you stuff to think about. Alliance Requisition Officer, I have some more. I just bought a new thing for you.
Looking for supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
See, how do I give him... I forget how to do it now. Like, I think just by having those things in my inventory, like, he will now give me a selection of stuff, like, across the board. But, because I bought that, whatchamadoozit. I bought the whatchamadoozit, like, the permission to do stuff, on that planet, and I don't know if it's taken effect or not. I wonder, does it show up in the journal? Assignments. Animal minerals, no. Sorry, writings. No, I don't think it does. Okay. Novaria and Liara. We'll probably go. We'll probably go to Novaria next, and then do Liara. I mean, I'd like to get Liara in. I mean, I could get Liara into our group earlier. Because I don't think this mission will go away if I go after Liara. So maybe we'll go after Liara first and get my team all teamed up. And then investigate system. We got the Hydra system. We got a couple of these things to do as well. Let me do a quick save while I'm thinking about it. So down here is engineering. So we should be able to talk to the chief engineer and to Tally. I can also get core charge status, get some XP for that. Engineer Adams, how are we doing?
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo. Only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Good to
Carry
know.
on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I got a codex entry for that. Tally?
Oh, hello, Shepard.
What's wrong?
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's not so bad.
You'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Maybe that's the point.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling, but really we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
But you're going back, right?
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Wise beyond your years, Tally. Wise beyond your years. Yeah, I know about the pilgrimage and all that stuff. Okay.
I should go.
See you later.
Cool. Alright, so we got all those threads continuing to move on. You just gotta keep up on it. Eventually, all that... It's might be, you know, if you're not into the story, it might be a little bit boring, but I'm completely into the story. But it's... If you want to do all the quests you can do, that's how you gotta do it. Just gotta keep everybody in the loop. Keep talking to everybody. Speaking of which, did I... Yeah, I did go down here. Are these are just nobodies, right? You two are nobodies, right? Yeah, you're nobodies. It's a hell of a thing when your captain walks up to you and go, you two are nobodies, right? Alright. Door control. Me in here. Oh, thank you for the salute. And let's just make sure everything's good along there. Alright. To the galaxy map for us, and the best music in the game. Okay, where's our next? So Yara's down here. And Novaria is over there. So we're gonna jump to Hades Gamma first, do all our scanning, and then come down to Artemis Tau. Have I been in Hades Gamma? Yeah, I have, haven't I? I think I scanned it already. Well, we'll see in a moment. Go down there.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Okay. Did I look at all these already? I have a feeling that I did, because this is the only way to get to Novaria. Vemel, Edmos, Unidor. Let's see what it says here. Because one of these will have like a survey thing probably. If I haven't looked at them yet. Don't worry, there we can enjoy some more music. Oh yeah. This is Trebin, where we went to before. Okay, I gotta make a note to go back there because I could probably unlock some of those things I couldn't unlock before. Right. So now we go to Artemis Tau, Sparta, Knossos, Athens, Macedon. Which one is it? It's Artemis Tau, right? I don't remember which one of these systems it is. No, one way or the other, we'll scan them until we find it. Yeah, it's not in this system. But that's alright, we'll scan the system while we're here. Salamis. Geological properties of Salamis have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it due to its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere and proximity to the energetic star Athens. The equatorial daytime temperatures have been known to turn the surface molten. The rest is composed of iron with deposits of platinum group metals. Proteus. Like the Hanar homeworld, Proteus has more than 90% oceanic cover. The incredible heat thrown off from Athens raises global humidity to 100%, creates constant cloud cover, and powers colossal typhoons that rage across the surface year-round. Hot, humid, and storm-wrecked, Proteus's rare combination of oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, and carbon-based biosphere nevertheless recommend it for colonization. A pilot program is studying the possibility of colonies below the ocean surface, safe from the worst effects of the weather. It's got a 4.9 Earth-year orbital period and a day length of 51.4 Earth hours. Oh, and we can survey it. Gas deposit surveyed. It has a large amount of free oxygen. Cool. This other one didn't have a survey on it, did it? I might have missed it. No, it didn't. Okay. Nausicaa. Home of the Nausicans, huh? Traces of sodium in the atmosphere give Nausicaa its overall dark gray color, with otherwise typical hydrogen helium gas giant. An abundance of water vapor in the upper atmosphere account for its white clouds. Alright. Circe. Circe is a let's try it again. Circe is a modestly sized hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of sulfur and chlorine. These give it its striking yellow-green tint. As the development of the Proteus colony continues, Circe will likely be developed for helium-3 mining. Might as well survey it now. Gas deposit surveyed. We got some helium-3. There you go. Already helping out the mining efforts. And Pharos. Distant Pharos has seen only a cursory examination by an unmanned probe. It has a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of carbon. Deeper craters have been partially filled by ice, suggesting there may be a significant amount of water locked up beneath its frozen surface. A large ice-bright crater in the southern hemisphere makes the planet visible from the inner system, leading to the planet's name. Cool. We'll survey it. Turian insignia recovered. Scans of the planet Pharos revealed an abandoned base on its moon. The recon team found nothing of interest, but much of the debris was marked with the Magna Colony insignia. Okay. Alright. Well, that was Artemis. That was Athens. Let's go to Gnosis system. In the Artemis Tau cluster. Phaistos. Phaistos is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is of little interest on this desolate world. Okay. Thurium. Ooh, here we go. Thurium is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with the fossils of simple silicon-based organisms indicate Thurium was more habitable in the past than it is in the present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. So we can actually land here, but we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to go for the mission area first. Zakros. Zakros is a terrestrial world with a nitrogen methane atmosphere containing trace amounts of hydrocarbons. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice and hydrocarbon slush. Most of the surface is not solid enough to support the full weight of a landed ship. If approach is necessary, use shuttles or keep the ship's mass effect envelope up. Armenia is a terrestrial world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica with deposits of carbonaceous materials. The initial flyby probe of Armenia detected multiple areas at the equator with oddly regular surface protrusions. Closer investigation revealed these as millions of elaborate crypts a few meters below the surface, left by long extinct spacefaring species called Zeoph. Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds grave sites as sacrosanct, however, and the matter has been tied up in court for a decade. That planet belongs in a museum. Oh, wait a minute. I see you, Twinkling. I see you, Twinkling Unknown. Mineral-rich asteroid survey. Scans of this asteroid field have revealed several deposits of platinum. Thank you. I forgot all about the Twinkling. I knew there was other things in the systems, but I forgot to look for the Twinkling. It's a good thing I saw that. So I might have missed that in a bunch of the other systems. I'm not sure yet. Did I look at Archenes? Archenes? Is that how you say it? Oh, no, I didn't. Survey. Concentration of nitrogen. Cool. Okay. That's everything so far. Sparta. This, friends, is Sparta.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in.
Man, everybody wants my
Shepard, this is
my
Colonel
help.
Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
How can I help?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Was anyone hurt?
How many casualties so far?
17 Marines were killed in the simulation exercises. Before we realized what had happened, that's when we contacted you. VI support is critical to our military success. They process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. But as advanced as this thing is at military strategy, it's still just a VI. It's not self-aware, and it's completely disengaged.
Not yet. It's not Skynet
That's
yet.
where you come in. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Is that the only option?
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answered the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
How many times have I told you? Always put an off switch. And make sure it's an off switch that doesn't have a failure state. If there is a failure state, the failure state is to turn the damn thing off. We're going to create this ginormous AI that can kill lots of stuff. And we're going to make it so that we can't turn it off sometimes. It's like, well, if it's out of range and it can't turn off, maybe it should shut itself off. You know, just saying. Just saying. Hello, Twinkly. What are you? You're an asteroid cluster. Survey that. Prothean data disk recovered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Spire system, you found signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside. I'm getting all the Prothean information. Tremenry? It's a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. Its magnetic field is non-existent. That makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. That said, its minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. Okay. And I'm just kind of looking to see if there's more twinkling. Because if you move the view around, it's a lot harder to see because you have all the background stars moving. Idolus?
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like
You
an
are?
automated distress beacon.
Really? Idolus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive dust-choked wind. Idolus's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Antamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Alright, we gotta come back to that. I'm sure that's probably in my quest log now, hopefully. And here's the gas giant they were talking about. Survey that. Large concentration of hydrogen. I would expect to find that in a gas giant. Alsages. Small, distant Alsages, I guess. I'm probably mispronouncing these left, right, and center. Is a small terrestrial with trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water ice and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Illuium Ranparach was caught with his frigate Tuneron grounded on this planet for a drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranparach refused to surrender. The Tuneron was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Wow. It's got 0 Earth atmospheres, so it's got literally no atmospheric pressure. But it has some gravity. And And it's like shorter, just slightly shorter than an Earth day. Interesting. But it takes 74 Earth years to go around. Rare element surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected a small deposit of plutonium. Another planet around here? No? I'll tell you. Where are you? Usually a large terrestrial world. Okay, that's nothing. I think I've already looked at that. Alright, we'll come back here. Macedon? Here we go. This has got to be it. Shargila? Maybe? Warning, level 1 pressure hazard. It has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperature surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Comm buoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. It has extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide, dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. And yet, I can land on there. EVAs are discouraged, but not for Shepard. Okay. Porolon? Porolon is an enormous terrestrial planet, half again the size of Earth. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Macedon leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These lodes may prove rich enough to be profitably mined despite the heavy gravity. Matriarch's writings recovered. You were scanning the planet Porolon when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of Matriarch Dilonaga's writings in its storage compartment. Yeah, we're getting all her writings. I did see a twinkle earlier. Here we go. Another asteroid. Light metal surveyed. You got a large deposit of titanium. Okay. Patavag? Patavag is the second of the Macedon system's giant terrestrial planets and by far the more interesting. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonia in which a unique aquatic ammonia-based biosphere is developed. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly, toxic seas. While dreadfully inhospitable to humans, Patavag is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Negotiations between the system's alliance and the Vol's patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. Fargales. Hydrogen helium gas giant. Alright. And we got some xenon out of it. Well, is this not the system to go to? Because I don't see, I see the one to land on. But is that... It's not the one I was expecting to land on. Where... I leveled up just by looking at the map. Where do I have to land for it? Find the Ara to Sony. Go to Artemis Tau. Explore the uncharted worlds of the Artemis Tau cluster. Oh. We don't know what world she's on. It's on any of them. That explains it. Okay. So we just have to land on some random worlds to find out. I'm going to guess she's probably here because it's got this level 1 pressure hazard and stuff. I seem to recall that she was in, like, we find her in like a midst of a dust storm or something. So I'm going to guess she's here. But I'm going to stop there, friends. It is quite late. Before I do, though, let's do our leveling up, because I haven't done it in a while. We got 12 more points. Oh my god, last time I leveled up I was level 14. I'm level 20 now. Holy crap. Get assault rifles so we can unlock our sniper rifles here. Assassination increases damage done by your next sniper rifle shot. Let's get pistols up so I can get to shotguns. There we go. Shotgun blast and explosive ball of particles. I can damage multiple enemies. We got 1 point left. We'll put that in fitness, I guess. That gave me a little bit more health, finally. Yeah. So far, so good, I would say. Alright. So that's done. Codex has a lot of entries in it. I'm not going to read those. Journal has some new things. Geth interests, Novaria. Assignments, we got new assignments now. Missing Marines, Find Recon Team, Rogue VI, sorry, Diplomacy, meet with Nasana. Valuable minerals, keep searching for minerals. We found all the gases that we need to find. We need a bunch of rare earths, a bunch of light metals, and a bunch of heavy metals. Got it. Okay. So that is why I've been scanning things, because I want to try to get as close to 100% as I can, because I love this game anyway. So I don't mind going around doing this stuff. And actually, in Mass Effect 2, it's even kind of a little bit more hands-on, because you got to do the scanning yourself. So you have to do every planet individually, whereas this one is just clicking a button. So once I eventually get to that, if you don't like watching me scan things, you're going to be in a bad way, because that's what I'll be doing. Lots and lots of that. And there, it's even more important that I do... Like, I never finished Mass Effect 2 because I was all the way up to the last segment, the last mission, like right before the last series of missions. And I had known, because I looked at some walkthroughs, that I needed to do... I had almost all of my NPCs, my team's special quests done, but you have to take them with you on a mission or two before you trigger their quest line. And I had run out of side quests. I'd run out of quests. I had one more crew member that I hadn't finished their stuff with, and I knew if I didn't finish it, they would end up dying in the last mission, and I wanted to try to save everybody. So I actually didn't finish the game because I was waiting for DLC at the time, which there was more DLC coming out at the time, in order to get some more quests to make sure that everybody survived the last mission. So it'll be interesting to get back to that again, knowing what I know now, and trying to 100% that, and also keep everyone alive on that one. This is what I don't have to worry about the main characters dying. Actually, technically, there is going to be a character death coming up, but it's a relatively easy choice. Let's put it that way. So, and the nice thing is too, all the choices I make here will carry over to Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 will actually look at my save game and carry over all my decisions of who lived, who died, and all that stuff. So that's kind of nice. Also my character as well. So, anywho, let us save the game. Full on save. And with that, friends, for those watching this on the YouTubes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.